Today we're factoring trinomials of the type x squared plus bx plus c. But to factor trinomials, we're going to group up two groups out of the three trinomials. And we want to multiply our first term times our last term. That means 12x squared. And we're going to factor 12x squared. We're going to choose to use the factors of 12x squared that equal to 7x. So the factors of 12x squared would be 1x times 12x, 2x times 6x, 3x times 4x. All of these equal to 12x squared. Now we want to use a set of factors that equals to 7x. So if we add 3x plus 4x, it equals 7x. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to place my 3x here, my 4x. I'm going to bring down my x squared, plus, bring down my 12, my plus. See how I have two groups in the red bracket? X squared plus 3x. What can I factor out of x squared plus 3x? I can factor out an x. X squared divided by x is x, plus 3x divided by x is 3. 4x and 12x, I can factor out a 4. 4x divided by 4 is x, and 12 divided by 4 is 3. Notice that the binomials are exactly the same. See how this binomial is exactly the same as this binomial. That's what I want. Because from here, I can factor out and say my binomial that I have the same, x plus 3, times this x plus this 4. And this would be the factors of x squared plus 7x plus 12. To check my factoring, I can distribute, and let's check if I get my trinomial. So x times x plus x times 3 plus 4 times x plus 4 times 3, x squared plus 3x plus 4x plus 12, x squared plus 7x plus 12. Did I get exactly what we had started with? Yes. If we have to factor x squared plus 21x plus 20, we're going to multiply the first term times the third term, and we get 20x squared. We need to factor 20x squared to find factors that add up to 21x. So we can say 1x plus 20x, 2x plus 10x, 4x, and 5x. If we add these factors, we can see that 1x plus 20x equals to 21x. If we create our group, x and 20x, bring down our x squared right here, bring down 20. Now we're ready to factor each of our groups. The greatest common factor of x squared and x would be x. X squared divided by x is x. X divided by x is 1. The greatest common factor of 20x and 20 is 20. 20x divided by 20 is x. 20 divided by 20 is 1. We can see that we have our common binomial right here, x plus 1, x plus 1. So we've got part of our answer as x plus 1. Now the next part of our answer made up of x plus 20. X plus 20. And we factor, these are the factors of x squared plus 21x plus 20. We have to factor x squared minus 17d plus 42. Going to multiply d squared times 42, and we get 42d squared. We start factoring 42d squared, and keeping in mind that we want the factors to add up to negative 17d. So because this second term is a negative, we're going to use factors that are both negative. So we're going to say negative 1d and negative 42d. If we multiply these, does it still equal positive 42d squared? Yes. We can say negative 2d and negative 21d. Negative 3d and negative 3 goes into 4 once, 3 goes into 12 4 times. Does this add up to negative 17d? Now we can set up our grouping bracket, and we can plug in negative 3d, negative 14d. We're going to pull down d squared, and we already have this minus in here in front of 3d. Pull down the 42. Now we're ready to factor out each of our groups. What is the greatest common factor of d squared minus 3d? D. D squared divided by d is d. Bring down the minus sign. 3d divided by d is 3. What is the greatest common factor of negative 14 and 42? Negative 14. Why negative 14? But we want this to be a minus sign or a plus sign. We want it to be a minus sign, so negative 14. Negative 14d divided by negative 14 is d. 42 divided by negative 14 is negative 3. Do we have a binomial in common? Yes. So do we have part of our answer? D minus 3, and we get the other binomial using what we factored out. D minus 14. If we have to factor out m squared plus 6m minus 27, again we multiply m squared times negative 27, negative 27m squared. When we have to factor a negative, that means one of the factors will be positive and one negative. Now we are looking for it to equal, for them to add up to 6m, positive 6m. See this? So the factors of negative 27 could be negative 1m and 27m, or 1m and negative 27m. It could be negative 3m and negative 9m, positive 9m, or 3m and negative 9m. Do we have factors that add up to positive 6m? See how the factors negative 3m plus 9m would equal 6m, whereas 3m plus negative 9m would be negative 6m. Do you see how I've chosen? So once I've chosen, we can say negative 3m and 9m, m squared minus 3m, 9m minus 27. Can we factor out each group? We can factor out an m squared divided by m is m, negative 3m divided by m is negative 3. 9m minus 27, we can factor out 9. 9m divided by 9 is m, 27 divided by 9 is 3. We have our binomial in common. We're left with m minus 3, and we can create our other binomial with what we factored out, m plus 9.